Hi everybody. So, oh wait, I forgot I have to change my microphone in Discord. Like, why did I remember everything? Okay, so basically, no model today because I, forgot which port the camera was plugged in. I have to input everything into my computer. It's a lot of work, and I am not up for it, so we're not doing that. I will check it. Okay, there we go. Second thing, Rhea has a bone. Rhea likes throwing this bone around the room. You will hear random bangs. That's it. So what happened 2 days ago? So I live with my dad, and my dad sometimes gets really angry at me, and to avoid angering him further, I usually either reschedule the stream or cancel it. Okay, and also I was not feeling really good that day. I was actually feeling really sick. So as you can hear my voice, I'm still kind of feeling sick. Yes, they are. I mean, this is a really old sprite. I've been thinking of maybe redrawing it, but at the same time, I'm planning on debuting my new model on New Year's, so it feels like a waste of time. Boobs and dogs making noise in the background feels like a staple now. It does indeed. I don't know if my microphone will pick it up or not, but I'm just letting you guys know. And yeah, also this. I was kind of waiting for this because I was in the main menu, just kind of chilling, right? Was just posting the announcements everywhere, except for the Twitter. And oh my gosh, I got jump scared by this so hard. Oh no, I'm fine. The one thing you should know about me is that sadly because of my health and just family situation, I'm not able to stream every day. I sadly have to pass even once a week is hard for me. Even right now, I'm in extreme pain. I wish I could just stream on computer. I wish I could just stream through my bed because it's the best for my chronic pain. Hello Argoth, hello Felix, hello Draco, hello Trinum, and hello Bird. Welcome. I forgot to say hello to everybody. I'm such a bad person. So yeah, because I'm in a lot of pain and my painkillers are not really working, this stream is going to be a tiny bit shorter than usual. Usually I do 2 hours, this one is going to be an hour and a half. Because I just don't feel well. And I really would like to sit on something soft. So yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I am aware that a community page exists, but I stopped posting because it seemed like nobody was looking at it. At the time, still at the very start of the channel. I'll start posting from now on. I apologize about that. I'll keep it in mind and keep you guys posted. It's just that I sometimes don't know what to say. Because sometimes it feels like I'm making excuses oh, I can't stream because this, and this. I feel kind of lazy, so I just don't post on the community page. I apologize. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's nothing unusual for me, you already know, Draco. When has there been a day where I have not been in chronic pain? You're a bad person, thank you for acknowledging it. You already know, Bird. If you ask anybody in VR chat, I'm a bitch. I'm a mythic bitch. Nobody likes me. Yeah. Because I keep people that are in the server posted when I have to reschedule. But I'll post it on community page as well. I apologize. Okay, so let's get into it. So, I have been a tiny bit spoiled because I was watching Nivi's stream, and as you all know, I'm the greatest Nivi sim. So I know one ending, but nothing else really. So I'm gonna try and achieve the ending that I saw in Nivi's stream. I'm sorry, Felix. I apologize dearly. I'm gonna try and achieve the ending that I saw in Nivi's stream, and then we'll go, like, on a different route. Okay. So, let's do that. Oh, wait.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, let me put it on.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
just so that I remind myself of what we found out last time. Okay, I think that we have to go with the hero and then the smitten dude again. Ooh, no. And then can't wait for the Batcat stream tonight. I might watch it, we'll see. Oh no, actually I won't because it's Friday and I have a stream in the morning tomorrow, so I will not be watching the Batcat stream. I will be going to sleep. Are there many paths? I might not even find that one. I think I know how to get that one. Hello, Frost. I think that we have to go with the route that we were going with at the start, which was the simp route. And then what is it called? Through the simp route, we'll go get into like the stabbing route again, and we just won't have a choice to stab her again, I think.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
No.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time
she's
by
my
asking
there.
how we know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and
yes.
there is no changing that.
Yes, I'm aware. I've already died multiple times. Also, Felix, I get that. I understand the pain, because I was the same.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
I don't want to kill the princess. Forget it, I'm not doing this.
Serious? No, you have to do it.
Can someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Killing the princess seemed kind of bad, though.
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying?
Yeah, we already heard that.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But
I did not read that out. I didn't think that was a new one.
If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
I don't have to have a good pull-out game.
Is doomed. So sure.
I did not mean that in a sexual way.
See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know.
And the reason I'm skipping some dialogue is because I've already heard this before last stream.
The interior of the cabin is all the blade is your... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase. Her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
Is hypnotizing. Don't let it fool.
I'm here to save you.
Really?
I see.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs.
Look at her, she's so
eyes
pretty.
with the princess.
Pretty girl.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the... She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay...
Hi! I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
My.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were...
Okay.
Wait, do I not have the option to... Wait, I don't have the option to talk to her about it. No knife, nice, thank you. I know I'm not built for this type of game. Neither am I. But it's really fun. I like games like this where you have where certain answers lead to certain endings.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen. But... Okay, but actually, what...
Okay, can I... I'm going to keep it at least for a little bit. We can get promotion, decide what to do. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. Okay, let's go with this.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
Pretty princess indeed.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Not built for horror or romance. I'm not built for horror. I really like romance type games. I have so many visual novels on my Switch. I was even streaming one on my channel, but I kind of forgot about it, and I'm not streaming in a little bit. Yeah, I need to fight something, or it is not a game I like. I mean, because Shredded Lies of P is such a great game. But, I mean, fighting for me is the harder part, right? Like, I don't like fighting games all that much because I'm really bad at them. Like, for example, this is not a fighting game, this is a parkour game, but for example, a few days ago I was playing Roblox with a few friends, and they, like, forced me to, like, this parkour survival game, and I really did not like it. I did not have any fun in it at all. Like, it was crazy, not fun.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Okay, let me just lower my mic. I am, like, literally bursting you guys' eardrums. Okay, let's get you out of here.
You can't be serious.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this, I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, I think you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
I don't know why my microphone sounds like this to you guys. It sounds like I'm underwater. Why? But I feel like if I get closer to my microphone, then it would be worse. You guys' ears? Give me a sec. Never mind, it sounds better when I'm closer to my microphone. I'll just lower the audio a little bit. And you guys can tell me if I'm too quiet for the game. Yeah, this is my first time playing Play the Princess. I'm completely blind to it as well. I I only played it a little bit last time, so I'm still pretty more into it. I only got two endings, and after that, when people ask me about this game, I just answer you meet a pretty girl, and then shenanigans happen. Exactly. Just meet a really pretty girl, and romance happens. And I guess I like those games because I watched so many horror and fighting movies in my teenage years. Maybe, Felix, maybe. But for me, it's kind of like, I've never really watched horror stuff as a kid, and because I was scared, and fighting movies never really interested me. So farming, cozy games are usually the games that I go for and actually enjoy, which is also why VR chat is like one of my favorite games, because it literally is just chatting with other people. There's no like mechanics or anything complicated involved. It's just chill.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, I'm going to check upstairs. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Oh no, I forgot. This was the wrong choice.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
No.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about
Listen,
cutting
Bird.
our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Danganronpa isn't complicated. Okay, it's actually a pretty easy game to play. It just has a high learning curve. It's like League of Legends, okay? It's an easy game to play once you understand how to play it. If you don't understand how to play it, it's the most complicated game you'll ever get yourself into. That is it, okay? Danganronpa is easy to understand. Some people are just kind of dumb. That was an underhanded comment. I should not have said that, but you know, simply because I have gotten to the level of being able to host a game with just like a few minor errors does not mean that the game is super complicated. Okay, it's a pretty easy game to understand. You should not be talking about Danganronpa though right now because I'm not streaming Danganronpa. Everyone has their own types of liking. I mean, I like bloody animes, to say one of them. I like Mirai Nikki. Yeah, I don't like bloody animes. I don't like gore, period. I can watch analog horror all day, every day, but watching a bloody anime is something I will never do. And that's because I 100% in the game, so I know. Oh, how much to hush about spoilers? Oh, okay. Danganronpa next round? Crazy? Shut up. It's not a rant. Thankfully, there are no wrong or right choices in Slay the Princess. It'll be a great story no matter what path you choose. I am glad. That makes me extremely happy. Some like good games on this like Danganronpa. Shut up, we World of Warcraft, my fucking obsessor. Danganronpa is a good game. It's a broken map, but it's a good game. Shut up.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door
Hello,
at the top
Ethan.
of the stairs slams
Hello,
shut.
Miyoyuma, by the
You hear
way.
click
I
of
forgot
a
to say
lock
hi.
sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom of the stairs. There's no
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Slay the kiwi? Don't slay me.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Oh, you're Frost and an alt? Okay. I see how it is, Frost. I see how it is.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates.
I
before
forgot
raising her
about
arm to her
this.
mouth,
I don't
her
like
teeth tearing
this.
through her limb with the determination
Yeah, the
of a
disclaimer in
trapped
the
wolf.
beginning was accurate. It's impossible to screw yourself in this game. You might end up on a branch you didn't expect. Ooh. Which kiwi? A kiwi, or the kiwi? All kiwis, indeed. All kiwis. But don't slay me. Don't slay me. I want to live.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's
Did you
a
make a
time
new
to
game?
strike,
No.
it's now.
I'm playing it again because I want to be sure I saw that if I go the same route again, it has a different ending. So I want to see that ending.
Or we could use it to free her.
Why is she doing that? Excuse me? To free herself from the chains? Duh.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I don't want to slay the princess. No! No, it's forcing me. It's forcing me to click slay the princess. I'm pretty sure that it didn't force me to do that last time.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down. The wound drives her. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to
You bastard.
The princess pushes away, wounded, but
You've made a terrible enemy, and
I thought we had the an act. I'm not so sure. Though your nerves are seizing
I
with
don't
pain,
want to
you
slay
know
the
you've done your
princess.
fair
Okay.
share of
This
damage
didn't
as
go
well,
how I wanted
your
it to
blade
go.
having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize.
Give up.
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job. The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark
Oh,
corner.
this is a really cool drawing. It's like you don't have to pick up. You can follow the same path twice. This was the last option left on this path. Yes, but I remember Nivi going the same route as I did at the beginning with the smitten dude, right? Where she ended up like going back to where she didn't slay the princess and then being forced to slay her, where the narrator was controlling her. But good to know, good to know. I will not be repeating this path again. The creature made in the void will walk out of the paths that lead to princesses you already gave her. Okay, okay.
Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out.
So the
We can only
void has
hope the
something to do
wounds
with the
you
choices
managed
that
to
I make.
inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
after all this time alone, I
I'm
thought
sorry,
I'd
Pookie.
finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
This is the end, isn't it? Before you can answer, everything goes dark, and you die.
I did indeed die. Hello, Steins Law. Welcome, welcome.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end you're here to slay her. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Okay, we'll have to do a voice in our
I
head.
don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could. That's a very
Oops.
roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this.
Oh, I didn't see what matters. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
Maybe.
You get a new voice in every chapter too. Haunted is useful? Ooh, okay.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Sounds like some intense mental illness or something. Shut up. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Okay,
There's
gotcha.
definitely a mirror. There is... What a strange thing to lie about. Maybe he doesn't see it.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Janice. See, Miu here is a friend of mine in VR chat and she talks to herself all the time. She's extremely mentally ill.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
See the mirror, it's not showing in the chat. I'm glad to
It was
know.
there a second ago, and now it's gone.
Okay, I'll take the blade. Maybe.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay, I will not use it though, but I will take it. It's for
The door to the
self-defense.
basement creaks
Defense.
open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
Oh, you should make some. Listen, I can tell you a perfect recipe to make, okay? You take a pizza, and you separate it by ingredients, and you cut it into small square pieces, and then you take what you had taken off the pizza and slowly reassemble it onto the small pieces and then eat it.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
I can smell you too. You smell rotten.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
Why? So she basically turned into more of a monster than we saw last time. Because she was also a furry last time we saw her.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
You
See only
can.
a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess. She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
I should not have taken the knife.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Okay, let's move.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
She looks so ugly.
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
The
You're
knife gives
faster
you more
than you were
options.
before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit, what do we do?
Why is she a tiger or something? I have never seen this game before. Never mind, what is that? It's because of the choices that we made last time. She's a princess. But depending on our choices, she will shift to where it's kind of like fitting our choice. Argot, she's fat. What do you
I
want?
want to swallow you whole, and I will get what I want. You have no exit. You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my whims alone.
Don't ask her what she wants, just slay her. Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful.
We don't body shame her?
She's just a princess. Don't overthink it.
Nah.
She is clearly not.
No, 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 no. I was sent to kill you because you're a threat to the world. I'm starting to believe that's true. We don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you?
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions. She's coiling for another strike. Be somewhere else. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
You should grab some baby bell. Survive.
You sprint into a new patch of jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
I was sent. But why? Why do you want to kill
Why
me?
does anything kill anything else? She needs to.
I didn't say I wanted to kill you.
It sounds like she wants to do something even worse. What she wants only matters if she wins, and you're not going to let that happen.
Okay. Fine, what do you
I
want to
don't
eat me?
question who I am or what I want. I simply do. To act is always better than to react. To do is always better than to watch.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but you do well to listen to her. Less standing around asking questions, more doing exactly as I say. A tickling sensation rises at the base of your neck. Flee.
Okay, let's run to the
Can't
stairs.
keep doing this.
Run for the stairs.
Now's our chance. Quick. And then what? We need a plan. We need to figure out something. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive. As you turn to sprint for the stairs, you feel the air shift.
No!
You
Holy
stop and
shit!
glance behind you just in time to see the princess lunge from the shadows, more unhinged and dripping, eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured. I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no, this isn't it. You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time. The liquid pooling
You
beneath
kissed
you
the
starts to
beautiful
seep into your
face
skin.
that just jump scared
You itch,
us.
then sting,
Frost.
then burn as the acid begins its
No.
slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward,
Are we in
your
Bloodborne
body
now?
lurching right along
What the
with
quack
her.
just happened? I don't know what happened. I guess she swallowed me.
She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone.
Oh damn.
And
Thudding
I
of the
was
princess's
here.
heart. I can just
A
stab
new
it.
enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. You still have that steel claw. Tear through her before we are her. Survive. Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that. That is a bad thing to do.
Slay the princess! Oh, no, not myself!
Spiteful defiance, you pull your weapon to your throat.
I meant to slay
your
the
shaking,
princess!
ulcerous hand clenched tight around its hilt.
I should have
Then you
saved.
draw it across.
I should have saved. I should have saved. I thought that said slay the princess.
Your blood flows out, filling the tiny space inside. A waste of a good life. It's better than giving in to her, but in the end, the opinions of stray voices mean little in the grand scheme of things.
The wild. Wait, there's a third one?
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we
Hi,
have
Cashew.
no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're
We're
on
doing
a path
princesses
in the
again.
woods.
Yes, I
Who's
am.
even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
2 times.
I think this is our 3rd? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
We're part of her because she consumed us. Can she hear us if we talk?
I can hear everything.
Yes, my
little
fudge
one,
count is at 0.
But you don't have to.
It
be
always has
afraid
been
of
at
me.
0.
There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
It shouldn't count as her eating us if we offed ourselves.
We're still here, though. And if we're safe, isn't that better?
I guess this is fine. Doesn't feel half bad. Miles better than being dissolved, anyway. She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck
It's a
together.
Repney game?
We're one.
I don't know what that means.
This
But
is
it is a
how
Repney
we're
game.
supposed to be.
I guess.
Can't you feel it?
Hmm. Whatever we are right now. I can feel the pressure of the outside pushing in on us. What are we supposed to do
We
about it?
push back. It may feel like he's everywhere, but presence isn't strength. Otherwise, he would
Together
have
as it
torn
should
us
be?
apart by now.
Indeed. We are
There
one.
must be a crack in the walls of this prison. There must
To
be
the
a
product,
way
this must
for
be better
us to
than
be
sex.
free from him.
She's trying to use you. After everything she's done, you should be able to see that. I may not have been around to witness it, but clearly you remember what happened. How about you try remembering how it all felt?
Turn inward and find your freedom.
You fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere, we just need to test the boundaries. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same.
Ooh,
What
dear.
is he going on about? What does he know about us? He can't make us quit, no matter how much he tries. He knows that talking's all he can do. Of course he's gonna try and confuse us. You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
Oh dear.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
There is a place to be. You just need to find it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end. This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible. All he has are words, and words aren't real. We're real. All the more reason to keep trying. Come on, we aren't tired yet.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
I trust you. Let's find a way out.
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
Oh dear. But you do find something. It's cold and smooth and gently buckles and cracks under the pressure of your consciousness fluttering against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now. I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
But his pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world at the place you need to be.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful. We need to be there. We won't be safe until we are. We won't be whole.
This was all of us, fighting as one.
And then it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
But you never get the chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you, memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. It's not the end for
What
me.
is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Yes, it is interesting in a very weird way indeed.
Death. Real death.
Screw that! This can't be the end, it just can't!
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Ooh, I'm melting! You're withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart.
This is
Do
your third
not
princess?
mourn
Yes,
her.
indeed.
She has found what she yearned for.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. It can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my
I'm
streets
so very
bustle.
confused.
There are
Okay.
no words that can describe me into non-existence.
Okay,
there is
basically.
no logic that can bind my multitudes.
Okay, basically first. So, you remember how, like, we started this at the chapter 1 at the cabin talking to, like, the narrator and stuff? So, there are multiple endings to this game, right? And with each ending, we discover a new princess. And with a new princess, we be this entity, this void, a little bit of a personality, right? That is the whole point. That is why we're doing it. That is why we keep on killing the princess. That is why we keep on choosing random answers, right? We explore the princess so that this entity will be able to be whole, right? I do not know if we'll ever be able to make her whole, but that is basically the premise of the game. The first 2 times I met her, she was a human, but now she's just a void.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me. Even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit, even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
Do you know what happened to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you. How many more vessels? I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything was dark and you die.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Okay, let's find something else. Let's just go. Let's just see what kind of ending we get by just killing the princess.
You make your way up the short path. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know...
Okay, I guess I on default get the hero, because I have gotten the hero every time I have won for the princess.
The interior
I have
of the
never
cabin is
tried
almost
just
entirely
going in and
bare.
killing
the
her.
blade is your implement. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult. The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice carries.
Who's there?
Ooh, she's
She
aggressive.
sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Nice with
You
stabbing,
walk
yes
down the
indeed.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too... You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you act...
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
But is it over? Really over?
I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Check the pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one.
She's so pretty when she's dead.
We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
There is a pulse.
What was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick,
Hi,
let's get out
legendary
of here.
boy. Oh
It's too
dear.
late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Oh dear.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I did die. A razor? Okay. I wonder what it's going to be like now.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her.
You have already.
Oops. Proceed to the cabin, that's what I wanted.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her
love this
power
chapter
to stop
too.
you from
Oh
slaying
dear.
her. Don't believe a word she says. He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Why does this sound like
We know what to look out for this
SpongeBob?
time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Gotcha.
The interior of the
Ooh.
cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass.
This is gonna
The
get
only
messy.
furniture of
Oh
note is a
dear, what have I
pointed table
done?
with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror. You reach forward, but now
Okay, I thought it would be different.
There's another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place. You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and say, it feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source
Wasabi!
and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head. That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
There is.
Yeah, She thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we?
I love
She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice.
I
She
love
just
that
wants us
the
to get
art
close,
style
to let
is
our guard
changing a
down.
bit, a tiny bit, as like we're doing this, because she was like really soft and nice in the like smitten dude ending. She was really like jagged and unfinished in the monster ending, and right now she's like really sharp. Everything about this is sharp. The room is sharply shaped and really like tight. Her dress is really sharp edged. Her shoulders are sharp. Her chin is sharp. Everything about her is sharp because this is the sharp ending or whatever we call it.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that.
Nice.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Last time? What are you talking about? Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
You know what an anglerfish is? I can look it up. Anglerfish. Anglerfish are fish of Telos order Lawfish form. The bony fish named after their characteristic mode of predation in which... Oh, it's those fish that have like the little lamp on top of their head and they like lure other fish towards it to bite on them and then they eat them. Yes?
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think
Oh,
you're
wait,
doing.
you're right. This is like being lured in by an anglerfish. I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Dude, you
You
heard
know
scraping
who is
metal.
armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Is she really so silly right now? Why? Oh no. Dude, wasabi. She really so silly right now? I feel like we have made Frost discover a new obsession, and this is bad. I can already tell that she's hopping on VR to freaking look for Slay the Princess avatars. I'm not trusting this. Bye. Turn and leave.
It's boring if you leave.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm.
her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all. How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment.
Oh my gosh!
She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm.
Oh, okay.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here.
Sorry.
She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace.
It's over. We're dead.
Shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense.
We don't have a
She's much better
hand!
at this than she was last time. Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
With a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, well, now on to chapter 3, I guess.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing
Holy
you towards
shit,
Wait, excuse me,
indeed.
What just happened? What did you just do?
Holy shit, indeed. Holy moly, this is some crazy interior design.
I feel dizzy.
Me too.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option.
It's Haunted again! Haunted, I missed you!
Yeah, but for whom? Someone or something is out there pulling the strings and we're all just puppets until we can figure out how to see them.
Cheated is the goat indeed. Holy shit, he controlled that and he, like, moved us past everything.
But what if that someone is us, eh? Eh? Wouldn't that be neat?
You need to look at the options.
If we were the ones
Okay,
pulling the
gotcha.
strings, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have died.
Time to
twice
get
already.
smitten back? You think? You think we would be able to get smitten back?
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
2.
This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right, that's too much responsibility. It's only too much responsibility if these worlds are real.
Oh, paranoid as well. Okay, we have 4 people on the chapter 3.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table.
So we have
Pristine
hero.
blade perched. We take it.
Oh, I did not skip that. Okay, so we have the hero, the paranoid, the hunter, and the cheater. The cheated.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay, so the game just completely took control over itself just now.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. What if winning is the wrong move? It isn't. I don't care whether you trust me or not, but at least trust that defeating the person who has apparently killed you twice already is a good idea. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. We can see our reality just fine. Why should we trust his? I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
If you look at the options, there is no time limit. There are some great options. There's really thought about everything. Gotcha.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
It feels like it's hiding something from us. It's part of the big picture. I just know it. That's why it's being kept from us. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Oh dear.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
What's the lore? The meaning of this game? I'm confused and invested. I think that this is not a lore-heavy game. You basically get like a little disclaimer at the beginning of the game that this is a horror love story. And that's it.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's toying with us. She's acting like she already knows she's won. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
You're correct.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. We've left at least one entire world to ruin.
Wasabi!
The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Do it again? Do what?
Shit. She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
We're fighting her, obviously. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. We're going to unconditionally surrender. Well, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. We're going to fight her, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Bah! Wasabi! All of these ideas suck. Think up something better.
Yeah, that's right. We just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight.
Flirt? Too late.
She skewers you. Ow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us.
Voice of the skeptic?
Oh, I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? We're dead, aren't we? We're dead. How long have we been dead? Have we been dead the whole time?
Wait, what? Skip some lines. What a surprise. Yeah, no. Oh, I knew one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're in a... Where the hell are you?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can slay. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. As long as we keep moving. It's going to get so loud in here. How are we going to keep it all straight?
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan now.
We're fighting her. Obviously, we're going to appeal to authority. Okay, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. It doesn't work. She kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory bruises, your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflicts that transpires.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Contrarian?
What's the point? It's all the same.
Oh no, the broken!
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep
I don't think she
going.
likes flirting either.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Voice of the cold?
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. Right. One last time. That's all we need. And then everything goes dark. And you die.
Crazy. Mutually assured destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our
I love that she's not even teasing you, she's actually having fun. I'm glad she's having fun absolutely stabbing the shit out of me. Which one of the voices would you like to explore in a route? I'm not sure. Honest to God, I like the Hunted a lot, and I like the Smitten a lot. I think that the Smitten dude is really funny.
Oh, what if?
Also the Cheated.
Over my dead body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
See? He's hilarious.
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die?
They're still all the same, really.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just gonna show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait, and not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
Yes.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go, now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. It becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit!
She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
She is indeed.
Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful.
It did.
How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
Yeah, the Swin's like, I would like to put it in, but I don't know if I would have a boner after that.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
That was a perfect holy shit.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
All right,
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet, through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach. But as your blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
The weapons clash again and again, and you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum that volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of evolution as her strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you feel what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've unraveled. I had a feeling you were going to get Razor when you tried to stab her. Everyone gets her first and you try to kill the princess. What do you mean? Oh, you mean one of the people that talk in the back? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
My first princess kill was on after we talked to her first, actually. You hesitated? When did I hesitate?
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces. and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Everything you say feels like a
I'm
riddle.
sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish
the only
to
way
say.
to kill her for real is
If
to
you do
not
not like my
question. You question
answers,
if she is alive,
then
you're
you
checking
need not ask me
vocals.
questions.
I see. Okay, so can I repeat the same route and just kill her?
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
There's trees and stars and there are people. I don't think at least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we are real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
You can, but I suggest that for your last round. Okay. Next princess will be her 5th. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact he does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does. And when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does. And when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. He does. He does, and when I find him, you and I will finally going to
Do
have
not
answers.
look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
How many vessels do I need to bring you?
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
Okay, so is that the one that I have to bring her? This single stabbing one? Is this my last route? Chat? If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
This is the last stage before your completion, and I'm not going back. I'm going to stay here.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to...
Okay, let's see. You know the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe killing a princess seems kind of bad? Can someone else do this? Forgetting I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or...
The end
I'm
of the
talking
world?
about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement in the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Do you have any evidence to back this
Look,
up?
you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey. While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
If you slay but not question.
Nevertheless, and before
Okay,
you
it's too
call
late.
it's no use unless...
Okay, let's just go.
You make your way up the short path. We're not going to go... Ignore him.
I still don't have a question then. I should have just repeated the same thing I did last time.
The interior blade.
Let's just kill her.
The daughter, her voice...
Who's there?
She said, don't let it... Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk... Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me?
You step forward.
Oh? No, I'm probably chained up. So?
You lunge forward without... You feel flesh ease...
Oh, this is it, isn't it? Do you actually believe...
It's like she's Yes, but it's over. But is it over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Same.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I mean, if you could have just pushed this cabin far away from everybody else, why did I have to kill the princess for it? I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the
This isn't an
world.
ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Of course we are. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy.
Are
We're
we
happy.
really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
No, we're happy. I'm
Really?
sure of it.
Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices' pleas fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Yay!
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Yeah, I can see the text because of the... Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You'd better be right about this. I'd be pretty upset if we die.
Die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Nice knowing you indeed.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a prince. You're here to slay her.
Okay. Proceed to your cabin. Let's just stab her again.
A warning. She won't be a problem. The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Take the blade.
You take the blade.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
She's a ghost!
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Oh, I want to slay her again. Wait and see how things play out.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or
Too
are you
late.
here for something else?
You told me to wait. I killed you. Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
And where are you supposed to be?
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Is there any way I can help you get home? You need me to bury those bones?
No. Those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing. But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Okay, bye-bye, Evil
we should
Sandwich.
just
Thank you for
leave.
joining me.
If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything?
Kiwi
we could probably
noises?
walk out right now and
What
everything will be
episode?
fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead
Oh, thank you,
so badly.
Stannis, but I would have liked to find that out.
Things play out if you go down this path.
through the game itself. If I let you in, Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after we leave this place. I was told you end the world. Sounds great. Okay, let's see. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure. Why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring. That is a very dangerous train of thought.
No, Wasabi, stop! What if I say no?
Then I won't hitch a ride.
You won't hitch a ride if I say no, or you can't hitch a ride?
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you. But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
This would be just temporary, right? You'll leave once you're out of the cabin?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long, 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 long time.
Do you hear the way she said that? She knows more than she's letting on. Don't let her fool you into doing something you'll regret.
Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Obviously, it was wrong of me to believe that. How could you have ended the world if all it took to kill you was a knife to the heart?
So there really was a last time, and you really did manage to slay her. I would have liked to think I was the first, but there's no point living in denial. The first? It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this. Don't underestimate your own capabilities. If you truly managed to slay her last time, that doesn't mean she wasn't a threat. It means you did something heroic. Threats come in all shapes and sizes. A misspoken word could bring about the end of everything just as much as a blade or even the mere existence of an idea. You were chosen for this job for a reason.
That's right, killer. I'm not a threat to anyone. And even if I was, I'm hardly a threat anymore, wouldn't you say?
What are you going to do if I help you? Oh, she just heard the narrator. What are you going to do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt. Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that, either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Well, are you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
Well, you still didn't answer my question, even if you don't want to end it. Does letting you out here mean the world is going to end?
We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise. The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think.
But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't. I'm not so sure endings are real.
I killed you, what are you doing
I don't feel very dead, but I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me. Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to, not the one with all the answers, or any of the answers.
But we're not a ghost. Unless we are? Death, at least as a form of permanence.
How many princes have you
is just
got
a
so far? This
concept.
is the final one.
And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore.
This is my
Maybe we
fifth
should
one.
throw it out entirely.
Your body's right there. Though you're dead. You're a dead body.
The princess glances back at the bones lying on the floor.
It's just a body. Do you believe these bones? Or do you believe me? Because those bones are...
Ah, you!
She's seeing things pragmatically.
Fucking
We should do
oblivion.
the same.
Oh, I have it muted because we were playing
Reality is
Lethal
what's
last
in
time.
front of us, not our preconceptions of what
Can
it
I
should
speak
be.
now?
Yes, you can.
It doesn't need to be established truth. It doesn't need to be objectivity.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. If you get the best chapter 3 as your final one, oh, this is the best chapter? I just wanted to slay the princess as like the very end thing. Like, I just coldly went in, no talking to her, anything. I just stabbed her. And this is what happened. Stop playing the victim, you threatened me last time.
Well, yeah. You brought a knife with you. Was I supposed to just welcome you with open arms when you obviously had stabbing on the mind?
That knife could have been for anything.
It could have, but it wasn't. You can't blame me for threatening a would-be knife-wielding murderer. Especially when that would-be knife-wielding murderer became an actual knife-wielding murderer.
You're correct. I'm sorry I killed you last time. You shouldn't have done that.
Too late. But you can still make things right.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance?
Not color again.
When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it? No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that and it wouldn't be hard to do it
Are we
again.
putting this to a vote? Because personally, I'd prefer if we did.
Yeah, that flesh counter's never moving. It's a
That's what
facade.
it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. But I don't see the point of offing ourselves just yet.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself. So please, try to keep your suicidal tendencies in check.
The game is shaming me.
Like I said, I just want to go home.
If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you.
And if I knew you were going to murder me without even knowing who I was, I wouldn't have given you the chance. We all make mistakes.
Oh dear.
She's crazy.
I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. But we've already been over that, So why don't you stop stalling and let me in? It's so cold out here.
But you're dead. I was most of dead. What can you even do to hurt me? Oh gosh, there's so many voices left.
A boring question with an easy answer. Nothing. She's a ghost. Ghosts can't hurt us.
That's for me to know, and for you to wonder about. Maybe I can't do anything to you.
See?
Or maybe I can rip your heart out.
Oh dear.
Who's to say?
She's crazy.
She's a psycho indeed.
I don't like the uncertainty here. I don't know what to do or who to trust.
Baby, it's cold outside, yes. After I killed you, this cabin, I wanted to say teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything and I had to kill myself to escape.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathising
I
with
think
us.
she's lying.
This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it? She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right.
I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest.
It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
If you can go through walls, can't you just... Oh, she already said this. Do I have to really choose this? Because she's already been through this.
I wish that's how it worked, but this place won't let me go.
Let her inside your life. I don't have to put music note here. I'm just saying if any of the other choices have anything to do with it. Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts?
We could always try violence. It's worked for us so far. She's a ghost. Who says ghosts are immune to violence? Common sense? There's nothing common or sensible about common sense.
Your dad singing.
Action
Yes.
and observation are the only things.
I closed the
that
door
matter.
even and put something
Then
under
let
the
me
door frame so you
observe
can
that
hear
the
him, but
acts of killing her
it's
and
so
killing
loud.
ourselves haven't got us much of anywhere. We're still back in this cabin, we're still dealing with her, only now she has a good reason to hate us. I suppose you have a point. Do you have any ideas then? I don't know. Maybe we do what she wants. Maybe we let her possess us and walk out of here. We could. It would be something different. I like different. Absolutely not. If you walk her out of
pushing it
here,
right
she's
there.
going to end the world. And is that really so bad? Yes, it is by its very definition bad. But those are the only options, aren't they? Violence or doing what she wants. Or just leaving her down here. Though ignoring a problem is rarely a solution, is it?
okay, I'm getting enough talk. Let's get you out of here.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
Who?
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Nah, mate.
It's too late. Oh, we're freezing to death.
I'm afraid it's too late to
Apologize.
stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
Ooh,
You
ooh.
collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
Meta commentary.
I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking
fam.
about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're not even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage.
Yeah, except for the narrator.
The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Explore. I can't think straight. There's too much noise.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time, and everything will be fine.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end.
How about we just stop listening to the narrator?
It'd be nice if he...
I've already done that, and I ended up being a simp.
There's only one way to find out.
Slay the princess.
Isn't that an interesting idea? I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that? Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made. All right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
After all that, you're really just going to stab me again?
I'm sorry, that was
Yes,
the only
sir.
option. That was the only option.
Yes, sir!
No point wasting more time. Do it. You lift the blade,
Do it.
then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart. The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle.
I don't want to die in you. I thought you finally understood me, but instead you just wanted to hurt me again.
Your skin roils and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still the walls of your prison hold.
If only I could drag you with me and make you understand. But that's not the way things get to go for me, is it?
It would certainly be interesting. Though being dead does sound dull. And you are about to be dead. Again.
Get away from me, you cold little freak.
I feel a dull tear, like stripes of meat being delicately peeled from bone. But it doesn't matter how delicate the hands if you are the meat. You have been stripped away from yourself, or stripped away from something that used to be you, or stripped away from something that used to be important. At the very least, you have been stripped away from something. It always hurts to forget at first, but then you forget the pain.
You were so close to leaving, and now look at you. Look at me. Is this what you wanted?
The words come from both inside and outside of your head. Before you on the ground is a withering mass of flesh and scales and feathers. Is that me? Is that what I look like?
Oh, you're here too. Maybe trying to slay me was for the best, if it means you could leave those other voices behind. The
two mean ones at least. I feel kind of bad for the nice one, but we probably shouldn't think about them too much right now. They're a mess, and I don't think we can fix them. No point in worrying over messes that can't be fixed.
Gurgling liquid bubbles up from open pockets in the disintegrating mass in front of you. It is trying to speak, but it no longer has the tissue that speech requires.
If we need to leave together to get out, this could still count. We have to try before your body stops being alive.
What about the body? Agreed, let's go.
Okay, yeah. Deep breath, princess. Let's go.
Damn, immediately. Let's get out of here.
You hurtle towards the cabin stairs, but time seems to slow down the closer you got. In a moment, you're halfway there, and in 2 moments, you're halfway there again, having the distance and halving the distance until the upstairs almost feels within reach.
We're not gonna make it, are we? We're gonna be stuck again.
You are seated in a room that is empty. A chain digs into your wrist, biting one arm to the wall. It is quiet, and you're alone. This is what you deserve. This is what you deserve. This is what you deserve. This is...
Alright, Q, you're alive.
Are you still there? Am I alone again?
I'm still here.
Then at least I won't be lonely. It's nice to hear your voice. I mean, think your voice?
You're not mad at me? Sorry I stabbed
It's okay.
you.
I'm sure you had your reasons. I don't think it's good to hold on to the past like that anyways. It's better if we choose to move forward together.
If we're both here, then what happened to the others? Are we still a ghost? Your gaze turns to your hand, solid, then translucent, then solid again.
Maybe? It's like sometimes we are and sometimes we aren't. Like we're something in between ghost and not ghost.
If we're both here, then what happened to the others?
I don't know. I hope they're okay. Some of them, at least. I didn't like the one that kept bossing you around, and that quiet one kinda gave me the creeps. I liked that last one, though. He was nice. I hope he's okay.
What happened to us? What happened to everything?
I think you died, or the body on the floor died. Sorry, this is what happened to me last time.
You're not mad at me, are
I
you?
don't know why you did what you did, but it's hard to be mad when you're just as stuck as I am.
You're different. Your whole mood is
I'm just
different.
trying to make the best of things. You could always make the best of things too, if you want. We both have a chance to start over. Besides, there's something about you being in here with me that feels right. I never wanted to be your enemy.
Killed you though, and I tried killing you again.
I don't know what to say. I just feel fine right now. I think things happen for a reason. And if you trying to kill both of us is what it takes for you to finally see what I see, then I'm okay with that.
How are we supposed to get out of here?
I wish I knew, but I think we're probably stuck here until something happens.
What are we supposed to do? Just wait here for something to happen?
Well, that's what I've always done.
There has to be something for us to do other
I
than
already
wait.
told you I don't have any ideas. I did tell you that, right? Sorry if I didn't.
Oh, she's so cute! Has to be something. This isn't what I was like the last time I died. The last time I died, I got a title card. Now that I think about it, both
Bro,
times I have
what
been
the fuck?
here, nothing happened until after I saw the title card. We haven't seen a title card yet.
I've never gotten a title card. What did yours say?
The first one, I got said Chapter 1, the hero and the princess, and then after that, after we both died, I got Chapter 2, the specter.
Well, the first one is sweet.
Oops. That's fine. Har, get your laughs out. I'm still here. I've been trying to save the world, you know? A villain to one person might be a hero to others.
Look, it would have been very sweet if things didn't turn out so Violent. But that doesn't mean that things can't get better from here. I think we need a new title card, though. How about Chapter 3, The Princess and the Dragon?
Ooh, reversing the order. I like it.
Thanks. I thought it would be fun.
The click of a latch and cracking hinges muffled. Something is here.
I guess you made it back here.
The gaze turns back to your hands. They flicker once again.
We're still all wrong. It's like you don't really know what we're supposed to be.
A thump on the floorboards above, and then another. The scraping of metal against the surface. The flickering in your body stops. You are solid.
I know that sound. That's the knife. I guess it's hard to do anything without it.
Speaking hinges once again, this time clear, closer. Hey, listen to me. I'm stuck in the princess's head. You've got to get out of it. You've got to get... So what do I look
Scary. It's hard to describe. It's hard to look at you.
Movement on the stairs.
Thump, thump, thump.
And then a figure emerges, shrouded in feathered darkness, the world trailing behind it, its shining blade gleaming against the wooden walls. It stares at you with wild, hollow eyes. What do you want to do?
I guess we'll just have to talk to them.
So, here we are again. I'm back in chains and you have your knife. So, what are we going to do?
The head of the figure cocks to the side. Is it inquisitive, suspicious, hostile? Its emotions are unreadable.
Guess we could just stare at each other?
The silence holds. I hate the silence. Am I arguing with myself in there? Has that always happened in real time?
Why you're always quietly staring?
I can't hear what's going on in there anymore now that I'm back in my own body. Do you want to share your thoughts? It'd only be polite, really.
I think we're...
Oh, you would like to hear what we're thinking, wouldn't you?
He raises the blade above his head, dangling it by the handle in front of his eyes.
But I think we hold the power right now.
Okay guys, I'm sorry, you'll have to watch the monster dangling the knife. I have to take her out really quickly because she woke up and she's been holding it like a good girl for like 2 hours now, so I'll be right back.
It's just you and me, chat. Or maybe not. YouTube's being dumb. It won't show me the chat. Dang it, YouTube. Why do you do this to me now? Let me open it up on my phone. Aha, I see chat again. It's really awkward for the princess watching a feathered dragon go quiet between each conversation, but for real. Upside down guy. I have a name. Then again, Kiwi never actually properly said who I was. So the way he spoke, I would assume it's the narrator.
Yeah, maybe we were the narrator the whole time.
No, Kiwi, we're not the narrator.
Maybe.
The person who's trying to kill the princess is the narrator.
Silence as the figure continues to stare with a wild grin but does not act.
How dull. We've already had our discussions in private. I'd rather not keep listening to the rest of you run in circles, repeating the same arguments again and again and again. It was so much more interesting when we had someone to mediate. I'm sorry, did you just share privileged information with the enemy?
No,
Well,
not like
privileged
this.
anymore, now is it? Do we really need all this secrecy? No, we don't. Yes we do.
That was the
Sidebar, everyone.
cold.
Now, chop chop.
Yeah, this is the narrator, and then the other one was Throw, or as they were listed.
Silence as the mind in front of you falls back into itself. I guess now, since the main body is not in there anymore, everybody has control over our body.
Mm-hmm.
There is no response.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
They're not listening to me.
I think you'll have to make them listen. Try being
You're
assertive.
right. No more nice princess for them. I'm going to speak my mind.
I don't know any
hello?
other bits of the story.
I'm trying to say something.
Silence again.
Hey, I said I'm talking now. Will you listen to me?
So you are, and very loudly. Do you have something to say?
Oops. I mean, yeah. I already know about all that privileged information because he's in here with me.
Oh, how very interesting. Yeah, that changes things, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Oh, it changes things, all right. We get to take out 2 birds with 1 stone.
Wait, what?
From what I remember, it's pretty easy to kill you the first time around. And this time you're back to being very... what's the word? Fleshy? Yes, exactly. That's precisely the word I was looking for. You're fleshy now. No more of that incorporeality. Trust me, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it would be easy.
And are you doing this?
Oh, I most definitely am.
So small. You feel small as the monster in front of your attacks. Blade raised and wings spread.
Before anything happens, I just wanted to let you all know that we are not all on board with this. Now, we voted. It was not a majority decision, but we did have a plurality. He shouldn't count. Says who? Says me. He's not one of us. He's been here since the beginning. The old chum really deserves a say. Besides, you'll all thank us when this is finally over and we are officially on top. But enough chatter. Oh, so you finally decided to do something, have you?
Silence for just a moment as cold eyes regard you. And then silence still as soft eyes hesitate. You can feel the sharp sting of cold metal sliding deep into your chest, but you can feel something else too. Fear as your legs wobble and then as...
Princess collapses against the wall. See? That was easy. It was too easy. It felt bad. Don't feel bad. Life is all about taking the easy wins. You don't think the people at the top got there because they worked for it, do you? I mean, of course they did. Hard work is important. Yeah, hard work often goes unappreciated. Why bother? Yeah, screw hard work. I guarantee you that anyone who's anyone has done nothing but take shortcuts. Am I supposed to find that impressive? Of course you are. I got us here, didn't I? Yes, everyone's very impressed with your accomplishments. But in case you hadn't noticed, she isn't dead yet. So how about you finish this before you start celebrating yourself?
What are you waiting for? You won, didn't you? Not that it's hard executing a helpless captive.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, are you okay?
Oh, you're different. You're back, just as I intended. I was never cut out for leadership, really.
That's you in that body again, isn't it? I thought it felt a little empty in here. I'm hurt, but I'll live. If you'll let me. Will you? Or are you still going to kill me?
I don't know what I'm to do. I don't know what I want to do.
Well, what if we try again, only we do it right this time? We can leave together, and we can even do it in 2 separate bodies.
Absolutely not. I don't think there's much you can do about it if that's the choice he makes. But no, I think I'd like to see what happens.
Okay, I'd like that. But we still have to get me out of these chains. You should give the knife to me, though. What if you using it kicks you out of your body again?
Okay, listen. I know you're in charge again, but this is obviously a trick. We can't trust her. We literally just stabbed her. Someone's gonna have to take a leap
you
of
guys
faith
stabbed her.
eventually.
Give her the blade.
You hand the blade to the princess, who gingerly cuts herself free from her bindings. You maniac. And then what happens? Then, as her chains clash to the floor, she turns her back on you and hurls the blade through the basement window, never to be seen again. No. You need the blade to deal with her.
I'm
My
so
theory...
glad that's behind us. Come on,
My
let's get out of
theory
here.
is that the narrator was in love with the princess, but she rejected him, so he got super mad and tied her up in the basement and tries to get a random dude to kill her. But the more he tries, the more he sees her liking somebody else because he's an incel. So he just repeats everything over and over again.
I mean,
forward.
I literally. This is the first bit of the game I've actually seen, so I have no idea.
Pulling you towards the basement stairs. Yeah? And what does it feel like? Is it, why do you want to know? You can tell things about someone from their handshake. I want to know more about the person we decided unanimously to throw our lot in with. Ugh, whatever. It's delicate and tender.
Oh my gosh.
So even through everything, she hasn't forgotten what it's like to have a heart. That'll do.
Yeah, the narrator's the one enraged.
2 of you rush up the basement stairs together. Ugh.
Is that why there is time loops and reality hopping? Yes. And he just wants to kill her because he knows she'll never like him because he's an incel.
Welcome back, by the way. Yes, we all missed you so very much. I missed you the most. You weren't even here until he was gone. It doesn't matter. If you step through that door, you're damning every single person alive. You do realize that, yes? Who cares?
Oh my gosh. That was such a perfectly timed boom. narrator being a petty child, 10 out of 10. Exactly.
I'm down a hand, so you'll have to be the one to open it.
Step into your freedom.
Let's
Twist the
go.
doorknob in your hand and step forward into the world you've damned. You and the princess fall to the ground, exhausted. I hope this all comes back to bite you, do you hear? I hope you're forced to feel the weight of all the regret there's ever been.
And he's gone.
He's gone. But he doesn't finish his thought before disappearing entirely, and you find yourself free of any of the regrets he wished upon you.
I didn't think I'd ever get to be happy, but I think I am. I just didn't realize that being happy would feel so cold.
Your peace does not last, nor can it ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here?
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
She's banging the dragon, I would too. Hanako!
It's bad.
Hanako!
With them.
Hanako, this was already explored in Shrek. We don't need any more dragon banging, please.
True.
Ignore the cowards. You have.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Save the game. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, and you need to see what's in it. You're nothing at all. No!
Damn.
No!
No, Kiwi, no. Not a crow.
I'm a bird! But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, a faint and wild in shadow, just beyond the reflection.
The narrator.
Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
The incel is back indeed.
Okay, let's read all of the... What are you? Are you something like me? You're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away to stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like pieces of you break. Are you part of me or are you something else? I've met you so many times. Have you been the same all along? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is this place? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I?
You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
What are you, or something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I am an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
It's fine. I don't need to get the full context by going back on the save. I'll just ask questions that I like the most, and then after that I'll just play it again some other time to see any other routes that there are, because I'm pretty sure there's like more endings with more choices to make. Maybe time I ask you something. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy. Does it hurt when pieces others like you've said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Are you part of me, or are you something else?
I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Well, after this section there is some big choices, so it's good to have the full context. Well, for me, it's pretty black and white, and I want to end the whole world to be with my Pookie Bear, so... So you do know about the looping. So many of times I met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered.
You're good,
Anything
Felix. Thank you for coming back.
Existentially unpleasant. And for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Except for me, I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Okay, let me save it here again. And we can just come back to it. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Like I said, this isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
If I destroy her, won't I be alone?
Yes, you will. But it will all be worth it.
What would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
Okay, this is where I'm saving it. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away.
Okay, let's go back. Oh, I can't. That's fine. It's the final fragment of glass. Load. Go. Load. I don't want to save over it. Rest easy.
I'll be right back.
Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll just continue the game as it is. I've been streaming for longer than I should be, and I've been in a lot of pain. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. You are the lone quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. Unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. You know about the echo? Did you hear a conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the lone quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Let's talk this through. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked, if all of them would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Fall into yourself. Body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite blade. You feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confirming you across infinite sides and at infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Take her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns, and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you're aware just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone. and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Yay! It's the end! Okay, I really liked it. The narrator was the usual person that thinks that is an enemy when it's part of life. Basically, the narrator split reality into two, like yin and yang, and tried to convince one to kill the other in order to get rid of death from reality. Oh. He tried his hardest, but didn't succeed. How long has this stream been? My thing's glitched. It's been 3 hours. You missed a pretty major piece of that moment. I recommend you load back it to see it. Maybe some other time. Cause I really have to go. I am extremely tired and in a lot of pain. You can hear it in my voice. I think I'll do another Slay the Princess stream just to see anything that I missed. This was always an option. I always start a debate with her. Oh, I see. Yeah. I'll do that just next time. I just wanted to finish it because I'm in a lot of pain. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's a track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. And now that you've finished the full story for the first time, you've also unlocked the gallery. You can access it from the main and in-game menus under the Memories tab, and it's full of clues that will help you find undiscovered vessels and interactions. Happy hunting! Yep. So, thank you guys so much for joining me for this. We'll do it again next Friday, if I'm actually. Welcome back to streaming. Thank you, Wasabi. Let me check the memories stuff. The hero and the princess, the end of everything. Yeah, I missed a bunch of them. I am sad about that. Yeah, I got the damsel as my first one. Okay, so I guess this is like all of the endings I'll get. Everything will go back to this. But it would be fun to explore all of these. So yes, I will be streaming this again next Friday if I feel good enough for it. You get 5 vessels per playthrough. Good. We can get all of them at once. That's good to know. So yes, I will see you guys tomorrow, Saturday, Fire Emblem stream and Persona 5. So until then, I wish you a nice night. Bye bye.